The headlines are real. Manila Trench, the ticking time bomb. Scientists warn of an 8.4 megaquake threatening over 14 million people in Metro Manila. This isn't fiction, it's a scientific warning. Imagine a normal day in the city, jeepneys weaving, people bustling, all unaware of the danger beneath. Deep below the South China Sea, tectonic plates are locked in a centuries-long struggle. The Manila Trench is a deep scar where the Earth's plates are building up unimaginable pressure. When that pressure releases, the shockwaves will race toward the coast, giving millions only minutes to react. We're talking about a megaquake magnitude 8.4. The ground could liquefy, buildings and bridges collapse, and the city plunged into darkness. Communication would fail. The city's lifelines would be severed in seconds. vidIQ scientists aren't trying to scare, they're trying to save lives. The shaking is only the beginning. A megaquake here would trigger a tsunami, a wall of water racing at jet speed toward Luzon, Palawan, and Mindoro. Low-lying areas could be inundated within an hour. The double threat, earthquake and tsunami, makes the Manila Trench one of the world's most dangerous fault systems. For Metro Manila, the risk is not abstract. It's immediate. The city's infrastructure, much of it built before modern seismic codes, is vulnerable. Hospitals, power plants, and crowded neighborhoods are all at risk. The warning time for a tsunami could be terrifyingly short. For some, it might be less than an hour from the quake to the first wave. The city's fate could be decided in minutes. This is why seismologists are sounding the alarm. The threat is real. The science is clear. The only question is, will we be ready? The Manila Trench is silent now, but it won't be forever. The time to prepare is before the shaking starts. The lives of millions depend on it. The Manila Trench is a subduction zone, a slow-motion collision between the Eurasian and Philippine sea plates. The dense oceanic crust of the South China Sea is forced beneath Luzon, building up stress for centuries. This hidden giant stretches for hundreds of kilometers, just west of Luzon, plunging over 5,000 meters deep. For most, it's just a line on a map. For geologists, it's a loaded gun. The plates move centimeters per year, but over decades, that's enough to store catastrophic energy. The trench is locked. The energy is accumulating, and it's not a question of if, but when, it will rupture. Its proximity to Metro Manila, home to over 25 million, makes the risk even greater. Much of the city's infrastructure wasn't built for this kind of shaking. vidIQ monitors the trench with seismic sensors, but subduction quakes are unpredictable. They can stay silent for centuries, lulling generations into false security. The last major event was centuries ago, meaning the stress has been building for a very long time. When the Manila Trench awakens, the impact will be immediate and widespread. Scientists are watching, but nature gives no guarantees. The city's fate could change in seconds. The hidden giant is silent, but not asleep. The warning is clear: be ready. The next rupture could come without warning. The Philippines sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, one of the world's most seismically active regions. vidIQ records about 20 earthquakes a day, most too weak to feel, but the Manila Trench is the greatest threat. Geological evidence shows it has produced massive, tsunami-generating quakes before. Ancient tsunami deposits in Luzon's coastal areas prove the danger is real. The recurrence interval for a major Manila Trench quake is several hundred years. The last big rupture may have been in the 1600s. We're well within the window for the next. Earthquake prediction is inexact, but scientists can forecast probabilities. Based on plate movement and time since the last event, the risk is high. vidIQ uses this data to drive policy and public awareness, not panic. An 8.4 magnitude quake is based on the trench's physical characteristics. A rupture here would release hundreds of times more energy than the 1990 Luzon quake. The science is clear, the threat is enormous, and the time to prepare is now. Recent history shows the devastation subduction zone earthquakes can cause. In 2004, a 9.1 quake off Sumatra triggered a tsunami that killed over 230,000 people. In 2011, Japan's 9.0 quake and tsunami overwhelmed even the world's best-prepared nation. The waves destroyed towns, caused nuclear meltdown, and exposed vulnerabilities in critical infrastructure. The Manila Trench poses similar risks: powerful tsunamis, extreme shaking, and little warning. The 1990 Luzon earthquake in the Philippines, though smaller, caused liquefaction, landslides, and exposed weaknesses in building codes and emergency response. The key lesson: events unfold fast. The window for evacuation can be just minutes. Delays can be fatal. The combination of local and global disasters paints a clear picture. When the Manila Trench ruptures, the consequences will be swift and devastating. Preparedness is not optional, it's essential. The past is a warning. The future depends on what we do now. An 8.4 quake in Metro Manila would be chaos. The ground would shake violently for minutes. Standing would be impossible. Older buildings would collapse. Even modern high-rises could be damaged. Bridges could fall, isolating millions and blocking rescue. Gas lines would rupture, fires would rage, and water mains would break. The city would be plunged into darkness, with no way to call for help. Hospitals would be overwhelmed or damaged, and medical supplies would run out fast. Rescue teams would struggle to reach survivors in debris-filled streets. The first 72 hours would be a frantic race against time. Millions could be displaced, facing shortages of food, water, and shelter. The psychological trauma would be immense. The economic impact would cripple the nation for years. This is not science fiction, it's a calculated scenario. vidIQ models this to save lives. The only way to survive is to prepare now. When the shaking stops, the tsunami threat begins. An 8.4 quake in the Manila Trench would displace a massive volume of water, creating a tsunami. Out at sea, the waves are small and fast. Near shore, they become towering walls of water. The west coast of Luzon would be hit hardest, with warning times as short as 20 minutes. The first sign may be the sea suddenly receding, nature's warning to run for high ground. The incoming wave is not a surfer's wave, but a debris-filled surge capable of flattening everything. Even Manila Bay isn't safe. A powerful tsunami could surge into the city's low-lying districts. The combination of earthquake destruction and tsunami flooding would create a disaster zone. The only defense: evacuate before the waves arrive. There is no time to hesitate. Know your evacuation routes. The race against the clock is real. Survival depends on swift action. You are not helpless. Preparedness starts at home. Government help may take days to arrive. You must be ready to survive the first 72 hours. Start with a family conversation. Explain the risks and what to do. Make a family emergency plan, 2 meeting places, 1 nearby, 1 outside your neighborhood. Designate an out-of-town contact for everyone to check in with. Prepare go bags for each family member. Water, food, flashlight, whistle, first aid kit, medications, documents, store bags where you can grab them fast. Practice your plan. Drill drop, cover, and hold on. Know your evacuation routes, especially if you live near the coast. Walk the route with your family and time it. Practice builds muscle memory for when chaos erupts. Don't wait for disaster to strike. A practiced plan saves lives. Preparedness is your best defense. Start tonight. Your family's survival depends on it. Survival is a community effort. Your neighbors will be your first responders. Get to know them, share contact info, and identify who needs extra help. Organize or join your barangay's disaster committee. Work together to create a community emergency plan and identify safe evacuation sites. Pool resources, water, food, medical supplies. Train in first aid and basic rescue. Advocate for safer infrastructure and building code enforcement. Push for safety assessments and retrofitting of vulnerable structures. Businesses, schools, and local governments must all play a role. A prepared community is a resilient one. The chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Work together. Everyone's safety depends on it. The science is clear. The Manila Trench is a real and present danger. An 8.4 megaquake is not a matter of if, but when. We can't stop the earthquake or the tsunami, but we can choose how we prepare. Complacency is the enemy. Every day without preparation is a gamble. The 2004 and 2011 tsunamis proved that centuries of calm can end in minutes. The pressure is building. The clock is ticking. This is a national call to action for every person, family, and community. Make preparedness routine. Read vidIQ info. Make your plan. Pack your bags. Practice your drills. Get to know your neighbors. Demand action from leaders. Don't wait for someone else to save you. Your safety begins with you. The power to save lives is in our hands now. Let's not be another tragedy. Let's be the nation that prepared. Honor the lessons of the past. Our resolve must be unshakable. The time to prepare is now. Today. Your life may depend on it.